business can be listed. So, but before I get into that, I just wanted to quickly either remind you or notify you if you're not aware. We do an annual convention each year. We just had our convention in Atlanta in September. And next year for 2022, we will be in Milan. So we just want to invite everyone on this call to join. In Atlanta, we actually had about 400 attendees, which was pretty impressive with all the border restrictions and things like that. So we hope to have a very successful event in Milan, hopefully just as big, if not bigger. Yeah, actually, we even have registration. Registration is not fully open, but you can actually already put down a deposit and reserve your space. And there's a lot of incentives to do that. We give you like a free flight credit and things like that. So, and we're also doing a giveaway. So if you go to iglta.org/Milan, Kristen, if you want to put that in the chat, you can enter our giveaway, you can register, you only have to throw down $100 and you get some discounts and things like that. So I'm just gonna share my other screen here and we'll get into the presentation. So give me 1 second. Where is my document? Desktop. All right, everyone can see my thumbs up if you can see the IGLTA new member call info, perfect. All right, so let me just dive into it. So today we'll talk a little bit about the profile. So we'll quickly introduce you to the membership team and talk about how you can add your logo, your region and country photos, and your contact information to your profile. And then we'll open it up for questions. So normally, actually in the past, Emma Edelman was our membership concierge. We actually have a new concierge who's joined us. Her name is Ashley, and she'll be doing these in the future. But today I'm filling in for them. And then the other folks on the team, which you see here on the membership team, but who you're not seeing are a couple other people, Kristen, Amin, and Santiago, who are also part of the team. Actually, Santiago is part of the membership team as well. So welcome, Santiago. He's relatively new. Yeah, so today we're going to talk about your profile. And if you go to the IGLTA website, the part that shows plan your trip right there is really how you can find different members' profiles based on the geography or the category of the business type. So essentially you could scroll down and see the different regions. And of course you access that by logging into your account, as you can see on the screen. So just some quick screenshots of how you do that. You go to log in, my account, and then you're going to want to go to the option which says manage your company and employees. And just by the way, we have instructions on the login page. So you don't have to actually take screenshots or take notes. We have all these steps listed for you. But essentially this is step number 3. Once you get in there, that's how you upload your logo. And you're going to want to upload your logo because if you don't, you won't get this nice little logo that you see on the sample profile. So I'm actually looking at a sample profile for the Baba Beach Club in Phuket, who's a member. I often use their profile as an example because I think it's just a really well done profile. They have their logo, they have some photos, they have a nice title, description. They filled out all their information, their social media, their amenities, and they've even linked their TripAdvisor. So I think it's just a really good example of what a good quality profile would look like. So if you don't upload your logo, you'll just get kind of this generic thing that says IGLTA member. So when you go into the back end and you log into your profile, one of the things you're going to want to be sure to do is go to the position which shows locations. And you want to make sure you check the location of your business. And if for some reason you are a business that has multiple locations, you can also indicate that. It's really important you do that because if you don't, you actually won't appear on the IGLTA website because it's location based. So that will, of course, raise your visibility so people can find you on the website itself. There you go. That's just a quick visual of how you can list yourself. For example, if you were located in Greece, that's how you would do it. You just tick as many boxes as apply, but of course, don't tick a box unless it actually applies to your business. And the next, you are going to want to add images, just like I showed you in that other example. Every profile has a carousel, so you can add multiple photos. So you're going to want to go in there and you can actually set which photo is the primary image, which is the image that that's going to appear as sort of like the thumbnail, right? So if you were to if you were to see your profile on the homepage or from one of the other views, the primary is the one that that is sort of the preview, and then you can have multiple other images for your business. You're going to want to make sure you enter your contact information. So it's pretty straightforward information here. One little trick is once you enter your address, you're going to want to click this button down at the bottom, which says get latitude and longitude. And what that does is that's going to activate the map, and it's going to make sure that the pin drop on Google Maps is actually accurate there. So it appears on your profile. Oh, and I'm going to point out one quick thing. There's a second tab up here called communications. You're going to want to fill that out too, because that's where you can enter your email address and things like that. So when you click that, that's how you get to this information. And you can add your social media profiles, as many or as few as you would like. If you have a TripAdvisor profile, you can enter the ID here. And not everyone knows this, but if you do have a TripAdvisor, if you go to the URL of your TripAdvisor profile, there's a number in there. It starts with the letter D. Your ID is actually that number, but without the D. So you just put that right in there, and you're going to go ahead and tick this area which says show. And when you do that, you'll see not only the most 5 latest reviews, but this little logo, which is clickable to your profile there. So that's just a quick tip. So are you ready to update your profile? I sure hope so. We kind of got through that portion really quickly. I'll just, since I have the time, let me see if I can grab this other presentation 1 second. And we'll talk just quickly about events, tours, and specials. So just bear with me for 1 second. All right. Okay, here we go. So events, tours, and specials. So if you go to the IGLTA website, here we talked about Plan Your Trip. This is where the profile is. And one of the other benefits you get as a business member is you can list any events that you're hosting, or if you're a tour operator or maybe a travel agent, you can list your tours. And really any business, if you have any special offers, you know, like a 50% off or buy one, get one free, or, you know, 2 for the price of 1, whatever it is, you can list those in the special section. So I'll just quickly run through some of the visuals there. So here's just a view of some of the specials that are listed on the website. This is the thumbnail image I mentioned earlier when I talked about setting your featured image. So tours, we have a few different types of tours. So these tours here, you'll notice, don't have dates listed. So that just means this tour would be available anytime. We also have the option to list like specific scheduled departure. So, you know, if it departs on June 20th and it's a 7-day tour, the dates would be listed there on the website as well. Of course, and then you can also the specials. So here's a few different specials by Seabourn, Galeries Lafayette in Paris. So here's an exclusive shopping experience, for example, some savings events. That just kind of gives you a visual and example of what a special offer might be. And if you were to click through these, you could actually see the individual offers there. Let's see if we're looking, looks like we're looking at some tours, some different specials as well. And so those are also in the profile section, but just right here at the bottom where it says tours, events, and specials. So pretty straightforward, but again, if you have any questions, we're always here to help. You can always email membership@iglta.org with questions, or if you happen to be talking to anyone on staff, you know, you can ask anyone, and we'll make sure we direct your question to the right person. And once you do click into the events, tours, and specials, the way you would actually add it is just to click that button here that says add new event. Or if you were to tick one of these other options, if it's not an event and it's a tour package or a cruise, once you tick that, this button would change and you would click the appropriate category there. And then here in this example, this particular member, I think this must be the Tourism Office of Monaco. They have a few different items which are listed, so you could view those within the profile. And you can always open and edit them or change the dates and things like that. So again, it's really important, if you want to take advantage of the benefits to list your business and events, tours, and specials, that they are listed on the website, because we actually, we get a fair amount of traffic to our website, and travelers use our site as a resource when planning their trip. And we also share the various events, tours, and specials in our consumer newsletter, which is sent out every other Friday. And we share them on our social media channels as well. I'm actually not even sure what this video is, because I've never done this presentation. So I don't have a video, unfortunately. But with that said, I am going to open it up to questions if anybody has any questions. And just so you know, most of the time we don't get questions on there, so don't feel bad. But every once in a while, someone is not shy and they want to speak up and ask a question. But again, you can always email your questions to membership@iglta.org if you have questions.
Has everyone completed their profiles the way that Austin has shown us today, or is there somebody who's still? Lori seems like she still needs to upload some information. Does anyone want to show us their profile and see how it looks, to see maybe, either, or maybe so that, we can tell you how to make it better? This is your moment.
I do see a question came in through the chat. So the question from looks like Joanne: how much coverage do you have from UK travelers? So I hope I understand that question, but I hope it means how many people from the UK would be visiting our website. I don't have the exact numbers off the top of my head, but what I can tell you is generally our number one market or audience of people who visit the website is always the US. But I would actually say that the UK is probably number two. US is usually around 50%. So if we had, let's say, 100,000 visitors in a particular month, about 50,000 of those would be from the US. And I would probably say maybe about 10% or 10,000 people would be from the UK. So I hope that's the question. And if it's not, you can ask it again and I'll answer it differently. Cool. Well, if there's no questions, we can definitely wrap it up, unless Santiago, our new global membership manager, I don't know if you have anything you want to add to the new members here.
No, is everyone here a new member? Perfect. Well, welcome to IGLTA. We really hope that you utilize your benefits. Get in touch with us. I'm going to drop my email right here on the chat as well, just in case anyone wants to reach out to me with any specific questions or comments, or if they are, navigating through their membership and they ever have feedback. If you ever have feedback about anything at all, do let us know. That is, we really appreciate that feedback very much, as we are sort of thinking of how to better improve our memberships experience. So yeah, we're welcome to hearing everyone out. Thank you for joining, and welcome again to our organization. You're going to find out that it is a wonderful space, and it's a wonderful community. And there's a lot to learn. So the more you're engaged and the more you attend our events, the more you will get out of your memberships.
Absolutely. No, that's I think a perfect closing. And really the last thing I would say, Kristen can confirm the dates, but it's always, I believe, the third Thursday of the month. So probably in January, whatever.
It'll be January 20th, Austin. Okay,
so that'll be the next new member call. So you'll definitely want to try to join that if you can, and we'll be covering a different topic. So kind of the evolution of the next set of benefits. So please feel free to join that call when you get the invitation. Thanks everyone. Thanks
everyone.
Thank you everyone.
Have a nice week. Goodbye.
Thanks for joining. Have a great day. Look out for your invitation for January.
And have a nice holiday if we don't see you until then.
Happy holidays.
Have a great
Happy
holiday.
New Year, everyone.
Happy holidays. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.